Good morning and a very happy Easter, guys. It is Easter Sunday and it is about 6:30 and we just came from the church. But that is not a good thing. Let me explain. So we're being used to having a very early Sunday Mass, as it is custom on Easter, and so we thought we go to one. We looked it up in the internet. The web page of the St. Mary's Cathedral said they had one at 6:30. So we woke up at 5:45 and went there for 6:30. We were there by 6:20. Turned out they started at 6, not at 6:30. And being the polite people we are, we didn't want to interrupt them halfway through their ceremony. So we're now resorting to plan B, which we basically made up as we went along, which is going to one of the hills of Edinburgh, watching the sunrise, and then going to the 8 AM service. It has one benefit, however, and that is walking through Edinburgh before it has woken up. It is rather beautiful, with the park empty and the light slowly creeping over the hills. So it is 7 o'clock now. The sun is quite brightly up over there and we're on top of Carlton Hill, and it is quite an amazing scenery to see the sun illuminating the skyline of Edinburgh down there in the background, and not illuminating the harbour because it is still caught up in very thick mist. And I think we'll now enjoy the moment a bit before we then will return into the city to enjoy the 8 AM service. Hey guys, so today we decided we also want to go down to the seaside. It is about half an hour train ride outside Edinburgh, and by now we are joined by my dear friend Christian, who joined us last night. And now we've got all day on the beautiful coast of the North Sea. We then walked slowly through the rather beautiful town and down into the harbour area. So we currently are at the easternmost point of our travels through Scotland. We are in North Berwick, which is about half an hour eastwards of Edinburgh. And we're currently standing here on the outermost rock you could access. Right behind us is the North Sea and the inlet which goes then down towards Edinburgh and the harbour. And of course we can see several, well at the moment we can't, but just a few of them came by a few minutes ago. Big cargo ships, supplying whatever Edinburgh and the surrounding area needs. And while the tide slowly rolled in, we enjoyed the beach and the sun for a few hours. Right, so we spent the day on the beach enjoying the sun, which is very nice. And now high tide is coming in, and it is time for us to go back to the train station and catch our train down back into Edinburgh. It has been a very lovely day. The weather is exceptionally good. It is something like about 16 degrees and sun. Pure sun. And that is something you don't get very much these days in England. Just today it has been raining. The last days it was cold, it was grey. It actually was colder than in Scotland. I even had to put my scarf back on this morning. But anyway, next week we're going to go up into the Highlands. And until then, stay safe and see you soon. So yeah, to get here we had to take the train from Edinburgh to North Berwick, and later on we'll have to take the train back from North Berwick to Edinburgh.